What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about lighting. So lighting can make a huge difference. So in this video I want to show you how you can install LED lights in the interior of your 5th gen 4Runner to really modernize and enhance the appearance of your vehicle. So I've always wanted to upgrade the lights in the interior of my 5th gen 4Runner here. I just found the stock halogen bulbs to be quite weak, and they put off an orange glow, kind of similar to this old incandescent bulb here. It really makes the interior feel dated. It doesn't feel like a 2017 4Runner. It kind of felt like I was driving a 1990s Honda Civic when I turned those lights on. So I did a bunch of research online. I wanted to get some nice LED bulbs since it is a nice vehicle. I went on the Tacoma forums and the 4Runner forums, and a company I came across was VLEDs. These guys are located in Washington State, and I think they do all their design and engineering there. They've been in the business for about 17 years and do provide a warranty on their bulbs. I've cheaped out in the past. I've gone with eBay and Amazon's LED bulbs, and you know, they were cheap and they were good at first, but I found they didn't last very long and they did lose their brightness over time. So I definitely didn't want to cheap out. I wanted to go with something nice. I picked these and I went with they give you a few options online with their full interior LED kit. They give you a cooler option, a kind of mid-ground, or a warmer option. I went kind of mid-ground, so I'm going with the pure white ones. But yeah, let's jump into the install here and we'll get these lights put in the 4Runner and we'll do some before and after pictures. Let's jump into it. So to do the install, you'll just need 3 basic tools. You'll just need a pry tool. I bought this on Amazon. I think I bought a kit of these. I think it was about $6. I'll put a link in the description to where you could find a similar kit. You'll need some Scotch tape, and this is just to help you pull the bulbs out in the front map lights. They're kind of tricky. I'll show you how to use this. And just a small screwdriver or something really thin that you can kind of just pry with. And that's all you'll need. All right, so once you receive your LED light kit for the interior 5th gen 4Runner, you know, whichever brand you go with, you should at least have 2 front map lights, 2 vanity mirror lights, 4 door lights, 1 rear dome light, and 2 rear trunk lights, similar to this one here. So when you order a full set for your 4Runner, I've already installed most of my bulbs. I've saved 1 of each for demonstration's sake here, but you should at least have, I think, 11 bulbs in total. All right, so we'll start with our 2 front map lights here. What you'll do is just put your pry tool in here and just pull down. And just kind of move your pry tool along and it will just come off just like that. Now, make sure that you put this aside with the tab facing this way, just so you know the correct orientation for how it goes back on. This tab here, so we'll put that down. All right, so our bulb is in there. The thing with this bulb is that it's tucked in there pretty far. What you want to do is get a piece of tape kind of like this and wrap the tape, I don't know if you can see that, kind of in a cone. And what you'll do is slide that cone over the bulb and then kind of massage the tape with your fingers around the bulb and then bend the bottom together to kind of form a tab, and then you'll pull the bulb out, okay? Just like that. See how the tape's wrapped around the bulb and we got that tab on the end? And then you can safely pull the bulb out. If you use pliers or something like that, you might shatter the bulb and it will make your job a lot more difficult. All right, so let's put our LED bulb in here. And it doesn't matter which direction the bulb goes in. It will work no matter what. Perfect. Just slide the bulb directly up. And then we'll put our cover back on, our little tab here. Let's put that in first. And then push and click around the sides. And there you go, you got your bright LED bulb in there. All right, so to do the flip down vanities here, as you can see, that's the stock halogen bulb. If you do open this and push it all the way forward, it will automatically turn off, so don't get confused and think that your bulb isn't working. It probably is, it's just that this is flipped too far forward. All right, so to change this bulb, we'll come in this side here, and you'll do this for your other vanity as well, the passenger side. You'll wanna come in from the left-hand side, push your tool in and push up far and push inwards. So you get a little clip here And that's why you have to go in pretty far, because you want to actually push this clip in to disengage it and be able to pull this down. And then to actually get it right down, if you want, you'll have to kind of move it like this and around, just because these wires will catch on these edges in here. But that's your bulb there that you want to change. So we'll just pull that out, and I think you can do that one with your finger. And we will just pop our brand new LED light in here and just slide it in. And let's just test that. Perfect, looks good. And we'll just put it in like this, turn it like that, and clip it up, and that's it, perfectly installed. All right, so let's do the door bulbs now. I'm on the passenger front here. Basically what you want to do is try each side. It really varies. The clip could be on either side, I've noticed, depending on which door you're doing. So if it's difficult on one side, just try the other. And what you'll want to do is just go in with your pry tool, just pry in and push. And as you can see, there's a plastic clip here. So you're basically pushing in and disengaging this clip by pushing on it. Sometimes the clip could be on this side though, so you might need to push from that side. But once you have it out, you'll want to unplug it. So just disconnect it like that. And I'll show you what you're going to do with this. There's a few more steps. All right, so once you've taken this off the door, there's a certain way you got to pop this out. What you want to do is hold it like this in your hand and push. So you're gonna take this middle finger and grab on the outside of this housing here, your thumb there, and use your index finger to push on here. And this is where that little small screwdriver comes in, or just a little pry tool. There's a little clip in here. And what you wanna do is just pry up on this clip while pushing with your index finger on here. And it'll basically just clip out. It'll slide and click out. So now that we got that out, so that's been taken off of there, what we'll do is pull this way. And now we have our light bulb. So we'll pull this bulb out, and we'll put this one in. So there's our new LED bulb in there. And then what we'll do is click it back in here, line these up, and then we'll take this, there's two little tabs here. You're gonna wanna line those up. There's two little kind of tabs that come down here. Line those up and just slide in. You should hear a little click. There we go. And now we're ready to install that back into the door. All right, so we have our new LED bulb in the housing there. We'll just reconnect this. Ooh, looks good. And we'll slide this side in, and this is the side with our clip. So we'll just push that in there, and there you go. That side is done. So just do that with the other three doors. All right, let's move on to the dome light now. All right, so here is the rear dome light. This is accessible from the rear seats. What you're gonna wanna do is use your pry tool. There's a little tab here and one over here. This is the front of the vehicle. This is the back of the vehicle. So we're gonna pry from this side. And you don't wanna go on the very outside. You wanna go between this clear plastic and kind of this gray plastic here. So wedge it in there and just pry down. Good, and then just kind of slide it along, and you should pop that other clip, and then it will just come down. Once that's off, there's our bulb there. There's a little metal tab here. And what you're gonna do is, with your pry tool even, you can just pull this tab, and this bulb will actually just fall out. So put your hand under here, pull that tab, and there's our bulb. And we will replace that with our aftermarket LED light here. So we'll just get that into the little groove. There we go. And just test it. Good. And then we'll put our cover back on. So these little tabs, or sorry, these tabs here are gonna kind of slide in, and then we'll just push up on that side and get these two tabs in. Perfect. So that's our dome light installed there. Now we'll do our two rear hatch lights. All right, so here we are in the rear hatch of our vehicle. The hatch is open. So I'm actually looking up at this. What you want to do is look on each side and you'll see kind of an indentation or like a little slit on one side. And that's where you want to put your pry tool. And you really want to push in. Because there's a tab up there. Yeah, there we go. So push in, you're going to remove it. And then so when you're pushing in, you can see here, there's this metal tab and that's what you want to push. And that's what's going to release it. So you can drop it down. Once you've dropped it down, you're going to use your pry tool again to kind of pop these little tabs off. What we're doing is getting this plastic cover off of this housing. So we'll just do that. There we go. Got the cover off. And you can see in there is our bulb. So it's just like the dome light. There's a little metal tab here. You're going to push that and it's going to drop the bulb out, okay? So let's push that tab. There we go, got the bulb out. And we can pull that metal tab and just kind of get that bulb in there. It just kind of pushes in. Each side is kind of spring loaded and it will just kind of sandwich that bulb in there. And there's a little indentation on each side. So let's test that to make sure it's working. Good. Yeah, working. Great, so let's pop this cover back on. You'll just click that in all 4 corners. Make sure you really push all the corners so it clicks in. And then we'll feed the wire part in first. And our metal tab there that we just pushed in is on that side. Just push like that. Test it, looks good. So that's on door, that's on just always on, and that's off. All right guys, so that concludes the install of those LED lights in the 5th Gen 4Runner. I'm super impressed with how they look. It really modernizes the interior. The crisp, clean light that comes off those LED lights just, makes everything look better on that interior. It really modernizes things, and I really like it. I hope you're able to follow along okay. With the pry tool there, the real trick is just getting it into the right spot to pop those clips and drop that enclosure. The map lights can be a bit tricky. The trick is just getting that tape to adhere onto that bulb so you can actually pull it off. It is in there pretty good. But yeah, I hope you guys found that video useful. I hope you find a nice LED light kit that works for you. If you guys did like the content today, please like and subscribe. I hope to come up with a lot more videos and always appreciate your support. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye now.